Hello there, boys and girls. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am, of course, SidAlpha, and I'm coming to you guys today with a video game that is a style of genre that I don't normally do reviews on because the actual gameplay elements of these types of games are somewhat limited. However, this game caught my eye and managed to hold my attention, and is something with this style of game that I typically don't really have happen outside of the Telltale game series, because this game is done very much in the style of Telltale games. And so I thought that an indie developer that is able to do something like this really deserved some recognition and attention. But before we go into too much more detail, let's take a look at the options menu for 1979 Revolution Black Friday. Okay, so here we are at the options menu. We have audio options, master sound effects, dialogue, and music. Show subtitles on or off. Then we have video, where we have screen resolutions. All your standard resolutions are there. Looks like no 4K resolutions. Full screen on or off. Shadow quality, low, medium, or high. Post-processing, off, low, medium, or high. Anti-aliasing, 248 multi-sample, VSync, anisotropic filtering, depth of field, low, medium, or high, and of course a gamma slider. So all in all, a very basic options menu, but a lot of the core options are there, and it's functional enough. With this type of game, you really don't need a whole heck of a lot, so a fair amount of it actually does get a bit of a pass for me, except one thing that I'm going to keep on beating this dead horse is there are no colorblind options, which, damn it, we really need better colorblind options for those people out there who are challenged in that way. And this is 1979 Revolution Black Friday. It is a story-driven adventure game that is based on the true events that took place in Iran in 1979. Now, the game is very similar in how it plays and feels to a Telltale Games title, in the sense that it is very much a choice-driven narrative game. An action game, this most certainly is not. But this genre of game is usually fairly light on the action, concentrating instead on delivering a well-written and thought-out story using visual effects and voice acting coupled with some well-placed real-life video footage. Now, the gameplay here is very much what you would expect from a Telltale Game series title. It's very story-driven, interspersed with quick-time events and timed dialogue options that help create a divergent story with multiple potential outcomes for multiple characters. Now, I found the QuickTime events to not be overused or out of place, which is actually a fairly significant feat and a method that can easily be abused. Now, here, Ink Stories and Infusion Interactive did an extremely good job at realizing where the line was with certain game mechanics and knew better than to cross it, keeping the pace in the game very steady and didn't over-abuse the QuickTime events or other facets of the game that they very easily could have. Now, the graphics here are good too. I mean, not overly good, but definitely serviceable and better than I initially expected. They aren't up to Telltale's level of graphics, but they don't need to be here, and they do a good job with what they are attempting to do. And the motion capture helped add a very nice touch to the game and was a fantastic addition. And with, guys, with no crashes and no noticeable bugs, I found the game to be very stable, and I really couldn't find any issue or complaints with the overall core mechanics of the game. So next we have the story. Well, what can I say? They did a really good job. The story has you following the main character Reza, who is a photojournalist caught up in the uprisings against the Shah in the city of Tehran. Along with Reza's best friend Babek, you are led through a fascinating story that was very much based on true events. The authors claim the story is fueled by first-hand testimonies of freedom fighters, witnesses, and casualties of the Iranian Revolution, including Iran's now notorious Evin Prison. Now, the voice acting in this game is on par with a AAA quality delivery and was a very welcome surprise to me here. The game also doubles down on the realism with the real-life photos and even home movies to help press home to you that the events of the revolution actually happened. The only thing I can fault the game for is its overall length. guys, its total playtime on my first run through was only 2 hours long. The branching story arcs will add to that, encouraging multiple playthroughs to see what other endings and character choices might be had, but that will still clock this game in at only about 6 to 8 hours, which feels a bit short here to me. However, given the quality of the game that we're getting here, I feel the $12 price point was a good choice by Ink Stories, and it shows me that they recognize the value in not gouging the consumer, which definitely wins me points for their honesty and their recognition of what they have here. So to wrap up, guys, this is a good story-driven narrative-style game with good graphics, fantastic voice acting, superb voice acting even, in a situation where they are relating true-to-life events. And the events of this revolution back in the 70s actually happened. So I think they did an honest and fair portrayal. And that's something that a lot of people take for granted when dealing with true life events, is that they have to do those people justice because they were alive and these things actually happened to them. Horrible things, horrible things happened during these times of strife. And they really did these people justice and honor in portraying them how they did. And so I, give them a tip of my hat for that. That's not something that you see very often nowadays, and it shows that these guys actually cared about the story and the characters. And everything about this game just showed me that these guys really put some honest effort and soul into it. They did a great job. And at the price point, if you were a fan of a Telltale game series style, then this game is definitely worth checking out. It really is. It impressed me, and that's something that's very hard to do with this style of genre. So with that being said, guys, this is 1979 Revolution Black Friday. It was released on April 4th, and it is available on Steam right now. It is on sale currently for $9.95. That promotion ends on April 11th. After that, the game will be $12. Either way, if you like this type of game, definitely pick it up. You will not be disappointed. Well, maybe. Like I said, the game is a bit short, so it will leave you wanting more. But in that note, it is definitely a good buy. So thanks again, guys, for taking the time with me. I really appreciate it. I know this is a bit of a short review, but it's a short game, so it gets a shorter review. That's all it is. Plus, it was really good. So until next time, guys, I am the one, the only, the always, SidAlpha, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, boys and girls. Thanks for checking my video out. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button and maybe even that subscribe button. Trust me, it works really good. Don't forget to share with your friends, and if you're interested in following me on Twitter and Facebook, the links for that are in the description down below. I also have a Patreon if you're interested in helping to support the growth of my channel, and the link for that is down below as well. And once again, thanks for watching and supporting my channel, guys. I really appreciate it.